I have the pleasure today of speaking with Daniel Johnson, former banking analyst, now part of a unique and successful team of independent traders. Daniel, can I ask what made you decide to venture out on your own?
Certainly. The decision to strike out on my own was very slow coming. I've been working at one of the major banks conducting Forex research, analyzing trends, and basically gathering as much information as possible for the bank traders. And you would have thought that I'd be making trades left and right, but I really simply lacked the confidence to start trading on my own. Unfortunately, the trading environment in a bank is extremely competitive. No one's out to help anyone but themselves. Because of this, when I would ask for advice or try to confirm a theory I had, I was told that I was clueless about what was really going on in the market. Now that I'm separated from the situation, it makes sense they would have had this attitude. In a trading office, everyone's job is consistently on the line. The last thing they need is more competition. So, blowing me off was keeping me down. It was sort of a form of self-preservation for the bank traders, even if it was a lousy way to exist.
So how did you get started then?
Well, out of fear of doing the wrong thing and losing my shirt, I did what so many others have done before me. I started trusting in and buying the advertised products that promise to make you a fortune in Forex overnight. So in my attempt not to lose my shirt, well, that's exactly what happened.
So what was your turning point?
Well, I had a particularly bad experience at work one day, and that kind of forced me to recommit myself to making Forex work for me. I never doubted that it was possible to make a fantastic living through trading. I just wasn't sure how to make it happen. Anyway, I happened upon a few documents at work that pointed me in the right direction. And that was the biggest factor, was that I teamed up with some other independent traders with the same belief system in FX that I had, but with some different strengths. There are 4 of us, and I jokingly call us the Forex A-Team because we all bring different skills to the table to work towards a common goal, just like the guys on the TV show.
So would you be Mr. T then?
Well, not really. I guess I would be more like Craig, but only because of his weird hair.
Seriously though, other than having different skills, what is it that makes all of you so successful?
Well, as important as it is that we each have our own set of extremely valuable and unique skills, I believe the support and conviction we have in and for each other is the key factor to our success. For example, I told you that I used to lack the confidence to trade on my own. However, one of the things that pointed me in the right direction was discovering that many of the strategies created by the bank I worked for were based directly from my research and my reports. While this knowledge would have been enough for some people to branch out on their own, I found that the real power of this information came when I shared it with the people I'm now partnered with. Remember, the traders at the bank were trying to keep me down and prevent more competition for themselves. And because they're supposed to be the experts, it was easy enough to believe them. But the moment my friends, and now my partners, became enthusiastic about my research and my reports, I was forced to believe in my abilities. Because now I had other people who needed me to be confident and were depending on me to have the strongest data necessary for all of us to succeed. In a nutshell, their confidence and belief in my abilities made me step up. And I believe that we have all stepped up for each other. And that's the key to our success, stepping up and taking responsibility for the other's success.
Sounds rather psychological.
Trading is very much psychological. Don't get me wrong, our data and analysis and trading formulas, strategies, and risk management are at the top of anyone's game. And I challenge anyone to find fault in it. I mean, after all, we haven't had a single monthly loss for over 4 years. But it's easy to psych yourself out and enter or exit a trade too early or too late and destroy your odds of profitability. And this is true both for the commercial and for the retail trader, but for different reasons. Okay, the commercial trader is psychologically stressed out because if he blows it, he's fired, out the door. And you don't get too many chances with the banks. But the retail trader, well, it's his own money and it's constantly on the line. And he typically has no support. In fact, most of my friends and family members won't really understand what he's doing. the existence of a retail trader is typically a lonely, isolative existence full of stress by putting your own money on the line and sitting alone by the monitor waiting for something to happen. I think that what my partners and I have done is create the perfect alternative FX situation. We get all the rewards of the trading Forex, but we support each other, unlike at the bank. And we get the companionship that you generally lose when you trade independently. See, the knowledge of just how taxing independent trading can be is one of the reasons we decided to formulate a membership site. We want to build a community of traders and assist them in reaping the same rewards that we do, both financial and psychological.
It sounds like an ideal situation. One last question. Do you have any advice for people trading Forex independently?
Well, there's the obvious. Do your homework, study the market, practice on dummy accounts, etc. But the one piece of advice I'd give that probably you won't find in the Forex how-to books is find yourself a support system amongst other traders. You know, it doesn't really matter if it's a person in person or a person online. It's the support that can be the difference between burning out and staying in the game long enough for the miracle to happen.